What is up, you all? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the new upcoming horror movie, Weapons. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So to get into this, I am so excited for Zach Cregger's new horror movie, Weapons, and I think that this movie right here is doing amazing with promo because we don't know what's going on really, or do we? So that's what I want to talk about today, is plot details with Weapons. Now, I've heard out there in the horror community and behind the scenes of this movie, take it with a grain of salt a little bit, possibly about the plot. So once again, just take it with a grain of salt, and this is just like speculation and, you know, clues and things. So with this movie, we see that these kids go missing at 2:17 a.m. and they just walk out the house at their own will. It's like nothing's forcing them, if that makes sense. And they go missing at 2:17 a.m. from Maybrook's school. Now, with this plot, I've been hearing that witchcraft could potentially be involved, and at first I'm like, okay, I can't see witchcraft really, but after the promo that we just got today recently, it definitely points at like witchcraft or something that has to do with witchcraft or potentially voodoo. Because at first I didn't know if we were dealing with something that was just bigger than a town or something, but it seems like it's something just going on weirdly in the town. Now, we see this teacher, I think her name is Miss Gandy. She actually is going through a lot with the town after the kids from her classroom specifically goes missing, and no other teacher's classroom went missing but hers. Now, through this trailer, we see a new trailer where we see this little boy. Actually, he's in a hallway, it's dark, and I want to say that's his parents that are standing at the end of the hallway, but it's like a line of salt, or I want to say that's salt or powder or something that's in the hallway. And if you know about witchcraft, that actually is a big part of witchcraft, how to keep the evil out and the unwanted out using that salt or powder or whatever. So when he steps over, it seems like afterwards, like shit hits the fan. Basically, he's trapped in like this bathroom, and I want to say his mom just like busts through the door like she's like possessed or something like that. So it definitely gives witchcraft. Another reason I think witchcraft is going to definitely be involved is because we see actually that it's a house specifically that these kids are going to. Now, in this house, it's like newspapers put up across all the windows, so either the person in this house can't look out, or light can't get in, or people from the outside can't see. But we do see eventually that the teacher, Miss Gandy, goes on a mission to go spy, and she looks through this house, and it seems that someone is on bed rest or something like that. But I'm thinking that this house is going to be like a magnet to the kids. That's why when they leave out their home at 2:17 a.m., the kids come to the house. But not only the kids, we see actually adults going to this house too. Now, we see some weird stuff going on with the adults where they're stabbing themselves in the face with forks. It's like, you know, they're trying to unalive themselves, you know, or hurt themselves, and something is making them do it. And I'm thinking that's another hint at the witchcraft. Earlier today, we got a poster that is very interesting, and this poster actually has 4 clues. So we have a section on this poster where we see the kids running with their arms open. We see a bell that was seen in a trailer that has the number 6 on it, so maybe like it's referencing to like 666, and you know, 6 is like Satan's number or something devilish. And then we see this chicken soup that the little boy we see through the trailer that has the parents that are like possessed, he's feeding, I want to say, his father chicken noodle soup, or someone, or maybe it's another little boy. There's so many kids in this trailer, but someone is feeding their parents or adults some chicken noodle soup, and it looks weird and slimy and creepy. And then we get like this tree. It's a weird looking tree that's like a plant almost, and it just gives the vibe of like these are like items that, you know, they have to follow and use like a blueprint for witchcraft. And I'm starting to see the clues come together slowly when it comes down to everything with this film, and it's starting to look like the rumors that we're hearing out there is actually true, and it's possibly witchcraft. I think that will make this movie even darker, that is witchcraft. So We also see one of the parents, and it's like the main guy we see in a trailer that's talking like the parent conference or whatever. And he's like, why did our kids go missing out of your classroom? We want to know. He's actually like has like a Maybrook town map, and he's looking on like, I guess, the route that the kids were running or they were leaving the house from. And he finds this house that's covered up that has like the wallpaper and everything. He finds it on this map. So it's like the main thing that is happening is surrounding this house that we're seeing the kids run to. We even see at a point they're jumping out the windows of this house. So it's something going on in this house. And we did see a creepy lady at a point that could be, you know, a big part of the film, like giving like witchy vibes or something, because we see her laughing. She has on these glasses, this bright orange hair. Maybe it's something where she's coming to scout the classrooms and she's like playing a role of her parent whole time. She's not even a parent. That's why the clothes kind of look, I don't know how to explain it. Her attire she had on looked a little weird. So maybe she just tried to throw some clothes on to hide how she really looks. And whoever it is, and they go to the school of Maybrook, scout out the kids they want to take, and that person's behind everything. Either way, at first I thought the witchcraft theory or rumor was like far-fetched, but it's starting to like add up, especially with the kid stepping over the salt, and then we're seeing him eventually be in danger. We see Miss Gandy go to the house, and she's peeking through the newspaper in the windows, and this bell, it's like this bell is like this item that kicks things off, because we see at a point it gets, you know, shaken, and it has this eerie vibe once they shake the bell. So I definitely think that it's going to be witchcraft involved. We know that this is the same guy who gave us Barbarian, and Barbarian definitely gets dark, you know what I'm saying? It has a lot of dark scenes, you know, the things with the stuff going underground, and just the backstory with the Airbnb and the history. And we're hearing that this movie is actually connected to Barbarian, possibly. That's what I'm hearing. But I definitely think that this is going to be something that is going to be interesting, seeing that this story, we have no just idea what it is for real. We're just speculating. I cannot wait. Like, this is one of my most anticipated for this year. August 8th, I will be in the theaters to see how this plays out. And I just think the way they're promoting it makes it so eerie. Like, we're just seeing kids leave out their bedrooms at 2:17 a.m. And another thing that I noticed, that kid that we see lifts his head with the creepy smile, and like, I think it's like paint on his face, and he looks at the teacher, Miss Gandy. I want to say that that's the kid that we see that steps over the salt at a point, or the powder. But I want to say also that when we find out later, we see like an exclusive clip with this, and that was actually a dream sequence, like a nightmare sequence. So she really did not see this little boy lift his head up off the desk. It was just like a nightmare of, you know, the teacher. But I definitely think that that's telling her that that's the student that has the connection to everything that's going on in Maybrook. But I can be wrong, because I want to say, man, that that's the same kid that we see upstairs with the possessed parents, but I can be wrong. We also got some promo pictures with, basically it's like on school book paper. We see like the time that the kids went missing, and then we also see like X's over their face of the children that was in the classroom. And we also see that a shot of the little boy with his mom and his dad. So that was his mom and his dad when he was feeding them soup, and they're poking themselves in the face with a fork. So the little boy is definitely going to have some type of crazy connection to everything that's going on in Maybrook. I think maybe his parents is the ones to kick it off. And we see this guy running down the street with like a bloody face. His eyes is like scratched out, and he's obviously going to be a part of the adults that are being possessed or whatever's going on. Either way, it's creepy. We would see somebody get hit by a car at a point. It's just a lot going on in this, and I think that this could potentially be one of the best horror movies we get this year, because the promo, we don't know what we're getting into, but it's all about what is the plot about. And this is what I'm thinking when it comes to the plot details of the weapons. I think it's going to be witchcraft involved, like the rumors were here. I think that is something where it makes sense. I've heard people say stuff about aliens. I've heard people say all types of crazy stuff. I'm more on the witchcraft side, but let's see how it plays out. For the ones that's left in the dark, those are some clues that we just talked about. And let me know in the comments, what do you think that, you know, Zach Cregger's Weapons is about? Are you looking forward to this? Let me know down in the comments. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want you to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY. Make sure you subscribe, turn that noti bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video like this. With that being said, I want you to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace.